Hey YouTube, I'm Bert Roy and this is Posing Camp, where bros learn how to pose. There's a pose for you. Alright, so in this video I'm gonna give you a list of essential items that you're gonna need in order to start your posing practice. So I've made a list for you guys. Let's get to it. So the first thing on the list is you're gonna need an anatomy chart. So Google anatomy chart or bodybuilding anatomy chart, the ones where like the muscles are exaggerated. And the reason for this is because you need to know your anatomy if you're going to learn how to pose. So especially if you're a beginner, you probably haven't been to that 5% body fat where you can see all the details and all the separations in the muscles. So a big part of bodybuilding posing is knowing what muscles to contract and to have that mind-muscle connection. So make sure you know your anatomy. You don't exactly need to know all the names, that doesn't really matter, but know what it looks like. So with that said, another thing you're going to need is print out a bunch of poses that you like look up online, you get your favorite poses and print them out so you have something to look at when you practice your posing. Alright, number 2, you're going to need a yoga mat. So as you've seen in my last video, when you practice your posing, you're also going to be stretching and you're going to be doing stretches on the floor, and it's really hard on your knees. And if you're in a place where there's a dirty floor, it's always nice to have a yoga mat. So get yourself a yoga mat. You'll thank me later. So number 3, I recommend getting a pair of knee pads. Why knee pads? Well, when you're doing your posing routine, you're not going to be doing it on the yoga mat, because the yoga mat has like a sticky surface. It's so that you don't slide, right? So when you're doing your posing routine, when you're doing your low poses, like your ground poses, your lunging poses, a lot of times you're down there and you go to stand up, you're dragging your feet on the floor, and so it just does not work with the yoga mat. So the knee pads will protect your knees, you still see your quads, you still see all the muscles that you need, and it doesn't interfere with any of that. So I really strongly recommend it, especially when you're going to be posing every day, right? And practicing every day. You're going to eventually wear out your knees if you don't protect them. So do what you need to do. Next on the list is short shorts. Get a pair of short shorts. Now I know it's not always easy to get short shorts. You can't really go at your local store and get short shorts. So you probably have to order them online. This is what competition shorts look like, just plain black. Really simple. But I do have another option. If you're not too shy, what you can do is you could go to your local Adidas shop or Nike shop and get your pair of short shorts. Look at that. A pair of short shorts. And guess where you get them? In the ladies section. Yes. They're women's shorts. But guess what? Nobody can tell. And nobody cares. And it's for you. It's for you to practice. So look at these. These are like retro type. Really like these. As long as you can see your quads, that's all you care about. So, nobody will know the difference. Alright, next on the list is music. And be careful how you choose your music, because you don't want music that's too fast when you're practicing your posing. Now, this is for posing practice music only, and what I recommend is something slow, because you want to relax and get into every pose and make sure the pose is perfect. You don't want to rush things. So I like to listen to classical while I'm posing, or chill step, just pick a slower type music, and so you learn to hold your poses longer and steady and perfectly. Alright, and last but not least, a mirror. You're going to need a mirror. So the best thing to have is obviously giant closet mirrors. You can see everything. It's awesome. The other option is obviously if you can pose at your local gym, that's awesome, but a lot of times most gyms don't allow you to take your shirt off, so that kind of sucks. So you know that limits you. You have to wear like really tight clothing, but even then you can't see if you're contracting everything properly. So the other option to get is, obviously you want the biggest mirror possible, but if you can't afford that, then you know those like small narrow tall mirrors, they're like 20 bucks each. Get like 3 of those and put them side by side, because you need quite a bit of width in the mirror to be able to see your wide poses when you have your arms out, or when you go to do your ground poses and you're extended. So make sure you have a big enough mirror. Alright, so go through the list again one more time. So you're going to need an anatomy chart. You're going to need to know what the poses look like. Print out some poses. Number 2, you're going to need a yoga mat. Number 3, and the yoga mat, it doesn't matter. You don't need like a really good kind or anything. Just any yoga mat. It doesn't really matter. Knee pads, protect your knees. You need short shorts, and you need slow music, right? Slow music and a mirror. The bigger the better. Alright, so I hope this helped you guys out. Stay tuned. My next video, I'm going to show you best ways to practice your posing. So, you know, tips and tricks on how to practice. And then stay tuned also for my next posing video, which is going to be a posing routine from Charles Claremont. So if you don't know who he is, definitely look him up. He's an amazing classic poser, just amazing physique. So I'm super excited to share this with you guys, and that's coming up really soon. So alright, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.